Hello again, students. It's Mr. Washahi once again, and this lesson is going to be on solving for distance between 2 points. And what I mean by that is if you got 2 points on a coordinate plane, like we do here, we have 4 points actually, but how can we determine the distance between those points? And we're going to use that, determine that by using the Pythagorean theorem. So I'm going to write my formula as I always do. That way I have it there handy. So let me zoom into our coordinate plane. Let's focus on the 2 black points. I've got these 2 points and I'd like to determine the distance. Now I can't just start counting diagonally to determine their distance because that's not going to give me an accurate measurement. So I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem. Even though I don't have a triangle, you could create one. So first I'm going to connect my 2 points. Okay, that's going to be my hypotenuse. That's going to be my C. And then using the rest of the coordinate plane, I'm going to draw my triangle. So starting from the bottom, this is going to be my first leg up until it's even with the other point. So if you look at it, and now you have yourself a right triangle. And you're going to use these distances or these lengths for your legs. So for this bottom leg, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be my length. And for the leg going up and down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well. And that's what you're going to use for your Pythagorean theorem formula. So off to the side, I'm going to do 5 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. I know that 5 squared is 25, and 25 plus 25 is going to be 50. So now I'm going to unsquare them by square rooting. I'm going to use my calculator on this one. Square root of 50. That comes out to 7 and a lot of decimals. Let's round to the nearest tenth, which is our first decimal. So let's go and round that to 7.1 or 7 1/10. So that'll be the distance between these 2 points, is 7 1/10. Okay, so that's how you could use a Pythagorean theorem. If you don't have a triangle, just draw one. Just make sure it's a right triangle. Okay, so we're going to go back to these 2 points right here, but first let's put down our steps. So the first thing you want to do is connect the points. And this will give you your hypotenuse. Connect my 2 points. That'll be my hypotenuse. Okay. Now we're going to draw a right triangle. And this will make the legs. So I'm going to start from the top line. I'm going to work my way down until I'm even with this second point, and then draw your second line. So this gives us a right angle. Okay. Step 3, we're going to use the lengths for the legs. So this is where I count my squares. This bottom leg, I count 3 squares, so that'll be the length of that leg. Our vertical leg, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's what we're going to use in our formula. So, use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So that means I'm going to use 3 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared. Alright, now let's use our calculator. 3 squared plus 8 squared. That comes out to 73. And then, of course, we want to undo the squaring, so we square root. So, square root of 73. That comes out to, and again, we're rounding to the first decimal, so 8.5 or 8 5/10. That means the distance between these 2 points is approximately 8.5 or 8.5. Okay, so it's really easy to use your formula. You just have to make sure that you draw out a right triangle and you label your sides correctly. Okay, so that is how you use the Pythagorean theorem to solve the distance between 2 points on a coordinate grid. Good luck.